riding in these hot, arid, sandy conditions poses its own unique problems. So we spoke to riders and staff to see what they had to say about racing in the desert.
What is a bit different, or where you have to get used to, is of course all the sand that you have here. You will always chew a bit on the sand from all the wind. And of course the wind with the crosswinds, you have to pay attention for that, and if you do that, then it's okay.
You just grin and bear it. Yesterday we had some sand coming from across, and it was alright. It's like riding in the rain, riding in the snow. You just have to deal with it, really.
A bit sandy and windy. I think everybody got a bit of grit in the teeth yesterday, but it's just part of it. Just got to put the sun cream on and pay attention to the wind, I guess.
Kenny, these desert conditions are particularly unique. Is there anything different that you have to do pre and post race with the bikes?
We are putting less grease on the chain because with the sand otherwise it sticks on the chain, and then you have a cracking noise all day and it doesn't shift so well. That's actually, and what we do also is we have polish of Morgan Blue, so we polish the frame, so when there comes some dirt on or sand, it flies away from the frame. So it doesn't stick on the frame. Mud goes off when you put water on. Sand goes everywhere. So we have to pay attention on the rear derailleur, on the polish. They are full with sand, so we have to degrease them really well and clean them because otherwise it doesn't shift. The chain, you have to pay attention on the chain. And for the rest, not really for the moment. No big problems.
Pat O'Donnell, soigneur for Team Garmin Shop. Pat, obviously racing in these hot, dry conditions poses its own unique problems for riders and staff alike, particularly for the soigneur. What challenge does it pose to you?
Well, in conditions like this, you got to make sure that the riders are drinking enough, that they're eating enough. So the only really difference we'd have between this and normal is our drinks mix is formulated especially for hot weather. So once it reaches a certain level, it's not as heavy on the stomach for the riders, so it's easier for them to digest. And the other thing, the food as well, we have a little bit more sodium in the food so that they retain some of the salts, because you lose a lot of salts when you sweat. So they take in more salts through the food that we give them, through the gels, through the blocks, etc. Typically what a rider will get is they'll get 2 bars, they'll get some gels, and they'll also get some of the shot blocks, which is it's really nice. It's like a jelly sweet, which is really good. And there's salts on that. They'll also get two bottles, one with mix, one with water. They get some Coke, and they'll also get some other race food that we'd make for the riders themselves. So it could be a little sandwich, a little bit of cake, just something different. So they've got something different in the bag to kind of keep the interest up.
Another hot and dusty day is over for the riders in sweltering conditions, and it was Marcel Kittel who took out his second stage. But for the Garmin Sharp team and a few other teams, there's a 50-kilometre ride back to the hotel. A day in the life of a pro. Phinney, leader of the Dubai Tour, can you sum up riding in the desert in just 3 words?
Well, I guess first word I would say is spectacular. The big buildings here, windy, and dry. It's the desert.
Sandy, windy, sweaty.
Windy, sandy, and very special.
Sand, wind, and sun.
Crosswind and sand.
Essex boy tan.
Windy, sandy, gritty.
Windy, sandy, hot.
Sum up riding in the desert in 3 words, Alex.
That's not a word.